Hello and welcome back to the Beautiful Nerd Podcast. It has been a while. So I was looking at YouTube stats the other day, and I actually did not realize how long it's been since I posted a podcast video. And I was looking, and it said it was like 2 months since I posted last. And I was like, we should really post soon. So I know a lot of you guys don't really watch constantly, so like probably aren't noticing. And I didn't notice because I was like, I thought it'd been like 2 weeks since I posted last. And I was still like I need to post a video soon because it's been a couple weeks. But I did not realize that it had been like nearly 2 months or more since I posted a video. And that was crazy to me. I don't think it's actually been 2 months, but it's been like a long time. So I was watching the I didn't watch it, the Canadian Grand Prix this morning, F1. But I woke up at like 1, and at that point it was like already basically over, so I didn't turn it on, but I did look at the stats, and I watched qualifying yesterday morning, and I watched practice. I think I watched practice 3. So I don't constantly watch it, but like there was a lot of drama in the actual race, I guess. And I know a lot of you guys aren't F1 fans, but I am. So you guys have to put up with me talking about it all the time. And so like from what I heard, because I didn't do a lot of research into it yet, because I didn't really look at it much today yet. But from what I heard, both of the McLaren drivers had a crash like with each other, and it was like this whole dramatic thing. Crashes are really dramatic in F1 because they can like drastically change the outcome of a race, especially if it's like in like the last like 2 or 3 laps. Then like it can drastically change the outcome of the race, because if a safety car comes out, no one can pass each other. So until the safety car goes back in, no one can pass each other. So if we're in like the last like 2 or 3 laps, we get a safety car out, no one passes each other for the remainder of the race. Whoever was in first, second, third, those pole positions, they win. So dramatic. Crashes always cause lots of mayhem in the world of F1. But the Canadian Grand Prix was actually like shocking to watch, and just like looking at the stats and stuff, because it was such an unexpected outcome, because we had like lower middle drivers who somehow ended up in like top 5, top 3 pole positions, like P1 and stuff. Like I believe George Russell took first place, which is like shocking. And like just watching earlier in the weekend, like the practices, it was insane watching the stats, because like all of these like normally pole position first place drivers are no longer in those like top positions. Like McLaren, because so McLaren came out with like a completely new car design this year, to the point where like they have a not much faster, but like they have a faster car than everyone else. So like even though Norris can't drive and Piastri can kind of drive, they're still like leading the series because they have a faster car than everyone else. And Ferrari has been in like top like probably like top 8 for like the majority of the series, and like it was just actually so bad. And then Red Bull, like Verstappen, was like so low. Joey, sorry, my dog is running off. Come back over here, please. Come here. Yeah, so it was a very dramatic weekend for F1. And there was a lot of interesting things. So it was like the Canadian Grand Prix, which is like huge for us, because I'm pretty sure the majority of my fans are Canadian, but I'm Canadian. So I was scrolling on Reels today, and there's this guy that I watch constantly. He's like a kid. I think he's called like Gunner to the Max or something. I'll tag him I'll tag him below, because this is like his idea that I'm going to talk about. So he posted a video talking about like how to like go viral, like how to be like a successful video maker kind of thing, how to be like a successful creator today. And it was talking about like the algorithm and stuff, because everyone says you have to like convince the algorithm to put out your videos, so you have to like do all these hacks and stuff. And he was talking about how like, yes, that matters, but like it's not going to set you apart from all these other creators who are doing like the exact same thing. Because that's the thing about people, like all of these creators, they're doing the exact same thing. They're copying each other. They've all got the same ideas going. And they're fine ideas. But when you've seen the exact same video from like 6 different creators, you don't really want to watch. They don't stick in your mind. They're not there. You don't like want to follow along on that like kind of creator, because you just see like a video that you've already seen 1,000 times. And he was talking about how you have to find something that no one else is doing, that you love doing, something that like you can connect with and you can do, but like no one else is doing it. And I was watching this video and I was thinking about the podcast, and I was like, well, I don't know that many people who run podcasts. Like, I know there's a lot of podcasts out there. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, I was thinking about that. I was like, this is a good idea kind of to run this podcast. And I know we've been running this podcast for actually almost a year now. It's like June 15th. We started in August, so like we've been running this podcast for like 10 months, and we've got like, this will be like the 17th episode. I've recorded other episodes that just never got posted and stuff too, so there was a couple episodes that I recorded with guests that each of them kind of had something in the episode that I honestly just didn't really want to put in, and I didn't, like, they just didn't fit the kind of message I was going for with Beautiful Nerd. And so I decided not to post them. And so maybe one day we'll have, like, a series where we'll do, like, episodes we posted forever ago. Joey, get off the road. Sorry, my dog is running away again. I'm going to put him inside. Come here. So yeah, I was thinking, because like you gotta find an idea that no one else is doing. That's the thing about being a successful creator, is it's about like being unique and fun and doing things that people actually want to watch, things that they've never seen before, things that interest them. And I know like we don't normally talk about a lot of like super exciting things on the podcast. We're not always like super up there with it, but like my whole goal for this podcast was like to just have fun and talk about random things and entertainment. And like my thing with podcasts is they're always like an hour long episodes, or like even half an hour long episodes, and I just can't sit down and listen to that for that long. Like I have to be doing something, and sometimes I don't want to like go find a giant task to do for an hour while I listen to a podcast. And I love podcasts. I would listen to so many podcasts if like I had like things to do while I was listening to them, but I just get so bored if I'm not. And so like that was my whole goal with this podcast, was to like keep the episodes under like 15 minutes, try to keep them relatively short so that like you could just like listen to them while you're doing little things, or like while you're driving anywhere really. Like you could just listen to them super short, and that was like the whole point of the podcast. So I think that was like a really interesting idea that he's got going, this kid, and I was like that's really smart. Like, I think you guys should go watch more of his videos. He's actually a really funny creator. He's doing a series right now where he reads out of this journal he found from 2009 and, like, reads these entries that from this journal that he found at Goodwill. And it's, like, it's really funny. He's actually a really funny kid. So I think that was, like, one of the more interesting, like, how to become a successful creator videos I've seen, because I see those all the time and they're always, like, interesting videos, but, like, the way to do that is not always, like, super convenient for me, because I don't have a lot of time to make videos. Like, I just don't have the time normally, and so, like, making videos all the time is just not, like, making every single day making videos is not easy. And so that was, like, my whole thing. I wanted to, like, have a type of content that I don't have to post all the time, and I don't have to have, like, a specific subject that I'm following. And, like, it was just, like, a free range, do whatever I want kind of content. And that's kind of what the podcast is. And I actually really like where the podcast is going. And it's been, like, really slow right now because I'm moving. So we don't always have episodes normally. But, like, normally I'll post, like, at least once a month. And, like, doing all this stuff. And, like, Almost Romeo is a work in progress. It is definitely hard to do because I've kind of put it on hold as well because I'm moving, right? But also because finding cast members is not something I can do while I'm still here, because I'm moving, and I'm moving, like, 3 hours away from where I currently live. And so it's not like I can cast people who live here and then film with them, because they'll be, like, 3 hours away from where I live when I actually get around to filming this. And, like, I know it's not going to be a lot of filming. Like, the goal for Almost Romeo is to be, like, around, like, half an hour, like 30 minutes kind of thing. But, like, it's just it's a process that I've been working on, and it's taking time. And writing the script, kind of storyboarding and writing the script, I haven't had a lot of time for it. And, like, because I have exams next week, I've had, like, 3 different huge school projects I had to work on. So a lot of this, along with moving, I just don't have time, and I had to just put that stuff on hold. So, but I am planning to try to get back into it a lot more now, and I have a lot of video ideas for the summer. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned for the summer. Follow along. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah, you're going to have to follow along for the summer, because I have a lot of videos planned and a lot of things I want to do. So I'm very excited for where Beautiful Nerd takes us at this point. Go follow Gunner, because he's a great creator. Go watch his videos. Yeah, but thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in the next episode.